our spelling words, but one this week are contractions. Do our contraction chant so that we remember what a contraction is and how to form that contraction. So hopefully whenever we're on our spelling test, we know how to spell it perfectly. You ready? 2 words, mash together, chop out letters, add an apostrophe. Okay, now you do it. Ready? Do it with me this time. 2 words, mash together, chop out letters, add an apostrophe. That's what a contraction is. So this week on your spelling test, I'm going to give you the 2 words, and then I'm going to tell you the contraction is blank. And you're going to write the contraction, okay? So if you want to on your spelling test, write the 2 words, form the contraction, you can do that. As long as you have the correct spelling for the contraction, we're going to keep on rocking, okay? Let's go through them. Our first set of words are it is, and we know that if is the second word, the letter that we chop out is the I, and where we chopped out the I, we add an apostrophe. So in the place of the letter that we chopped out, we put that apostrophe. So my contraction is it. The apostrophe is not in front of the T. The apostrophe is not after the S. The apostrophe is where the I used to be. My next word also has is as the second word. That is. And if is the second word, the letter that we chop out is I. And in place of that I put an apostrophe. So my contraction from that is that. Again, the apostrophe is where the I used to be. Our next set of words are she is. Again, is my second word. We know that if is the second word, the letter we're going to chop out is I. Where I chop that I out, I put my apostrophe. So my contraction is she's. She is turns into she's. My next contraction is not. If not is the second word, most of the time, you are only going to chop out the letter O. The reason I said most of the time is because the contraction cannot, when you form can't, you actually chop out an N and an O. But we don't have to worry about that this week. All of our spelling words, we are only chopping out the O. If not, it's the second word, you're only chopping out the O this week. Now, where I chopped that O, I'm going to add my apostrophe in the exact same spot. So the letters before my apostrophe are I-S-N and then apostrophe T, and that forms isn't. The next set of words are not. Again, this week with the word not, we're only going to chop out the O. So I'm going to chop out my O, and after I chop out that O, what do I add? An apostrophe! Yes, you're right. Great job. You add an apostrophe there. So now my are not turned in to aren't. Again, my apostrophe has to be in the same spot that I took that letter. It has to be in the same spot that you took the letter. You're not going to put the apostrophe before the N because you don't spell not O-N-T. You spell not N-O-T. You put the apostrophe where you took the letter, where you chopped the letter. Next, we have was not. My second word is not, so I'm going to chop out that O. Where I chop the O, I add my apostrophe. I have W-A-S-N apostrophe T. That forms wasn't. Our next one, and this is one of the tricky ones this week because we actually have to chop out 2 letters. If my second word is will, I'm not just chopping one letter. I'm going to chop out the W and I'm going to chop out the I. In the place of the W and the I, I'm putting my apostrophe. A lot of people says it looks like the word ill, but it's I'll because your first set of words was I will. You're still going to give that I its long sound, talking about yourself. Aisle. So you spell aisle, I apostrophe L L. My next one, you will, again, if will is that second word, you're chopping out the W and the I. And where you chop out those letters, you're adding your apostrophe.
This one, this bag
So
is
you will turned into you'll. Next, I have she will. Will is my second word. I'm chopping out my W and my I.
Whoa.
Hello. When I chop out my W and my I put an apostrophe in place of those letters. So she will turns into she'll. This one kind of looks like the word shell. You've got to make sure that you remember to put that apostrophe, because if you don't, it's gonna be wrong. The apostrophe is part of the spelling for this word because it shows that there used to be letters there. The last word of the week, this is the one that's not a contraction. This is the word there. Now, the word there likes to confuse us because there are 3 different ways to spell it. I tell them whenever we're looking at this word, I tell them that this is the there that is talking about something that belongs to someone. That is their house. That is their box of pizza, baby. That is their classroom, their car, their school bus. The way that I remember this word is I make a person. I remember that this is the there that's talking about somebody's stuff because there's an I in it and it looks like a person. You can make a stick figure out of it. The there this week, you have that V, that EI is saying A, V, A, there. Those are all 10 of our spelling words this week, guys. The most important thing that we're doing this week is making sure that we have our apostrophe in the right place. A lot of the first words in the contractions are heart words, or words that we have learned already. We've mastered those words in kindergarten and first grade. We've come to second grade. We should be able to spell you and was and can and I and she. We should be able to spell those words. It's just making sure that we can put our apostrophe and then the rest of the second word in the right spot. That's going to be the deal breaker this week. And then with the word there, it is a tricky word. We haven't 100% mastered it yet, but that is the goal of this week, is to master. We know that this there is talking about something that belongs to somebody because you can make a person out of the I. Okay? Y'all have a good week. Let me know if you need me. Spelling test Tuesday.